Hi guys, we're going to be making an FPS shooter in HTML using JavaScript. Just so you know, do not take anything I say for granted. It might be right, might be wrong. Who knows? Back to the video. So the first thing you're going to do is to create a new folder. I already have my first-person shooter. Next, you can open up VS Code and get the folder by using the Explorer. It's very good. Next, you're going to want to create a new text file, select the language HTML. And then you just save it as index. If you're going to post this online and make it, browsers always pick the end. If you put a folder, browsers will always open the index first, like typing URL. So you just do index. Yeah. Next, you add doc type and HTML. Easy. Then you add a head just to hold the title. You can name it whatever you want. I'm just name it FPS to keep it simple for the vid. Yeah, I'm not gonna become a TikTok person. Next, you open up a body. This will just hold everything that the website's gonna see, or no, everything that you are going to see on the website. Then you can create an H1, or you could just do P instead to create regular text. This is going to display the score. So you can gain score and it'll be gameplay replay value. Next, you're going to have to add span. And you have to add the ID. Because if you don't add the ID, it won't display. It'll just be a 0. So yeah, this is the code for the score. Next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to add an image. The src is going to be the URL. It's just gonna display. It's where you put the location of the file so the website knows where it is and it can use it. Okay. Then you're gonna have to add class. This will just connect the image with CSS, and then finally the onClick. The onClick is just gonna be used for JavaScript a little bit later. So yeah, let's actually add the image in. So if we go back to our folder, we need to create another folder in it. It's gonna be the image folder, and then the files or JavaScript folder. That's what you need. Then you're going to need an image. I already have an image, but if you don't have one, that's fine. You can just pause the video. It can be in any scale, that's fine. I just have a bullseye PNG. That's what I'm gonna use. So then you just do image / bullseye .png, or whatever the file name is, and the folder name. There you go. Next, we're gonna have the class. Just do enemy or anything you want to name it. Yeah. Next, you're gonna add the style. So we're gonna do two things. One, we're gonna create a new div, the enemy. Just set its position to a relative. There you go. And then we're gonna open up HTML, so we can add a custom cursor. So the HTML is just all of this. If we did body, it would only work for a certain section. It would only go through like about this high. And also, the reason it's super big is because I have not set the width. So you can set the width to whatever. I'm gonna set it to 100 pixels. There you go. It's smaller. There. Next, let's create cursor. Then URL, image, slash, and then next you are going to need a cursor. It only works in a 32 by 32 bit, so it has to be 32 by 32. Or unless, but if it's not in 32 by 32, it's just not gonna work. So do the cursor.png. Whenever you go into there, it's not working. Why is it not working? Oh. You're going to need to add the auto. So, yeah. The auto just covers it completely. So there we go. We have a cursor that'll move around. You can shoot this. No, you can't. We haven't done the JavaScript yet. Okay, now time for the JavaScript. This is gonna just be more code, I guess. If you want to, you can just do the script completely right here. But what I'm going to do for like organizational reasons, I'm going to do src, then enemy data .js, and this is going to be in the JavaScript file. So now we're going to create a new text file, and it's going to be JavaScript. So you can just do enemy data good JavaScript, save it in there. Yeah, that's just all that's for. So now that we have the enemy data, we can create the var score. So the score is going to be stored in the var variable. Next, we're going to create a function for when the enemy is shot. There you go. Enemy is shot. What this var is going, its purpose is going to be is to add to the score. So score equals score plus 1 is how you add to variables. And then to display it, we're going to do document dot get element by ID score dot inner HTML equals score. This is just going to display it. We're going to use this layer for other things. Then you can just copy the name and paste it onto onClick. That's its purpose. That's what's going to happen. No, whenever you click on it, your score will go up. There you go. Your website should look like this. If it doesn't, comment for help. I might respond. Probably will. My videos don't get very many comments. Yeah. Another thing that's not going to make very much sense now, but is going to be purposeful in the future. We're going to create a new document. Now this is going to be enemy. Or yeah. And you can just or E1 enemy 1. And you can just set the ID of this image to be E1 enemy 1, whatever. It just has to be that. Has to be something. Next, we're not going to use inner HTML. We're actually going to use style dot display equals none. This is just going to hide it. So whenever we click on it, boom, gone. Thin error, can't even click there anymore. So to bring it back, we're going to add an interval, which is going to run every second, or how long you want to run it. I'm gonna do, yeah. There you go. Then to add the time, you're going to do comma 1000. 1000 is the amount of milliseconds in a second. So to make it like half a second, do 500, make it a quarter, 250. If you want to make it 10 seconds, do 10,000, whatever. I'm just gonna set it to 1 second to be easier. And then, there we go. Then just copy this, paste it into there, make it block so it just displays it. Yeah. So now, every second, I'll just come back so you can keep shooting it. There you go. Okay. Now we got that out of the way. Let's add the movement. We're actually gonna stay here. I'm gonna create a new function to do this. Function enemy move. There you go, and move. Next, you're going to create variables for the top, for like the x and y coordinates of this thing. So top equals bar top equals math dot random. This will just randomly pick a number on the page. This is going to be, yeah, just random. It will randomly move place to place. Yeah. Next, you're going to do top equals top times whatever. I'm going to do, you can set this to whatever. It has to be like within your screen size. I'm going to set to 700, and then we're going to do the same thing for the x coordinate. So var left equals math dot random, just like that. And you're going to do the same thing for left. There you go. I'm going to set my left to 14,000. There. So this is going to set random coordinates. I already told you that. And we're going to get document dot get element by ID e1 style dot top equals top plus a string, which is going to be pixels. The pixels from earlier, it'll appear as this. And we're going to do the same thing for the x again. So now we have this. Now you just need to add, oh wait. Pro tip, do not delete your brackets haphazardly and end up forgetting about it. Yeah. So then you're going to copy enemy move, and you're just gonna paste it right into there, and that's what's gonna happen. There you go, now it's moving around randomly. There you go. If you want to make it smoother, I think, let's try transition, ease and out, all 1 second. What happens? Look, it moves around. You can do that if you want. You can just do this. Just pop out. Yeah. So there you go. This is going to conclude how to make an FPS in JavaScript part 1. Part 2 is going to come out eventually, but yeah. See you next time.